Hey, let's just have a little talk about some differences in the Philippines and differences in America. So I'll talk to you guys shortly. Hey guys, it's your boy Carl coming at you. Hey, I'm doing my video today from my car before I go to work. I figure I haven't done one in a little while, and I figured I wanted to put a video up. So here's what I was thinking about. I just want to go over some differences with the Philippines and America. So in America, everyone is so reliant on, doing credit cards and stuff like that. But when you go to the Philippines, you will see that 90% of the times your credit card they will not accept. It's not that they don't accept American credit cards. It's that majority of these stores don't take credit cards. They are more of a cash-based country. So it's a good thing to always have the Philippine pesos with you. If you go to like a major shopping center like SM, Robinson, yes, a lot of the stores there, I would say probably majority of them do accept credit cards. But if you go to these little small shops, majority of them don't. So you're better off having, pesos on you compared to here where basically everybody takes credit card. They don't want to take cash no more. That's one key point. Like if you go to a fruit market or a wet market, which is where you can buy meats and stuff, those vendors don't accept credit cards. But if you go to like a Robinson shopping center or a SM Mall shopping center, yes, they'll accept cash. They'll accept credit cards and cash. That's one. Two, when you're, you will notice that everyone has phones in the Philippines, but majority of the conversations are done through a messenger. Yahoo Messenger is still very, very prevalent in the Philippines. They'll call each other that way because most people don't really have data usage like they have over here, where you get a phone plan, you pay say $100, you get unlimited data, text, and calling. Philippines, they don't do that. Your text you are paying for, you're either going with Globe, and I can't think of the other brand that's around where I live. So most people use Messenger because you jump on the Wi-Fi's in the store. You go to any restaurant, you could ask for the Wi-Fi there, they'll give it to you. My suggestion to you as an American to get some kind of VPN just to protect your phone a little bit, because you never know what you might get hooked up into with using the Wi-Fi's and stuff. Just a protection. That's number two. Number three, well, still with number two, but number three, if you're going to look for, like a girlfriend or something, that's normally what they'll do. They'll give them like their Facebook page, so you can message them there and start a conversation and stuff. So that's just a little heads up. It's definitely a different culture with things over there. Number 4, you don't see too much outside flirtation with women there. You know, you don't really see them, you know, holding hands and kissing. It's not commonplace in the Philippines. So, just be aware of that. You know, over here, you know, you see guys kissing and holding their hands and snuggling with their girlfriends. You don't really see that there. You'll also see a lot of times a bigger age gap with foreigners and Filipinas. You know, you might see that 30-year gap, 40-year gap. You know, do I recommend it? It's up to you. It's whatever you really want to do. You know, me personally, like, my wife is a year younger than me, and I prefer it that way personally. You know, I don't feel I have anything in common with a girl that's 20. I don't want to go to a club. To me, you know, my kind of going out with my wife is we'll go to dinner, maybe go to the mall, walk around, and pretty much stay home and do things around the house. You know, that's more what I like. Like I said, it's up to you guys. Also, get used to facial gestures. You know, a lot of times you'll ask, you know, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, hey, did you see the keys? And they'll be like, and they're pointing with their lips at where they are. So just understand that. You'll also see them move their eyebrows up and down when they're talking to you. A lot of times that means like yes and things like that. Just understand that. You know, like I said, I just wanted to go over some differences. You'll also see a lot more of politeness. You'll hear the term po, kuya, ate. That's more given to respect to your older people. You know, like you would call your older sister ate, your older brother kuya. It's form of respect. So just be aware of that. You know, my biggest thing is, and you know, is like, you will get skin taxed. You're better off having, like, if you have a Filipina that's you're dating, let her do the shopping in markets, because they will skin tax foreigners. You know, you might go buy a kilo of tomatoes and it's 35 pesos. I don't know what the rate is right now for them. But you might buy them yourself and they're going to tell you it's 60 pesos. So, just be aware of that. You know, you're going to find a lot of that. You know, you're better off going, and you know, if you're a foreigner, you're better off shopping in a major shopping store, shopping center, where the prices are on it. if you go to these little stalls, you're definitely gonna get skin taxed. Uh, you know, excuse me. Yeah, like I said, I'm just sitting before work. I have like 2 hours before work. I always get here early, but I figure I just throw this little video out. You know, those I think are like the major things that, as a foreigner, you really need to understand. Because in the Philippines, majority of people think, being that you're a foreigner, that you have money. Doesn't matter where you're from, you know, whatever country you're from, they all feel you have money. So just take those into advice. I would definitely still, you know, go to the Philippines. I'm hearing a lot of crap where some people saying it's dangerous. No, it's not dangerous. All the times I've been there and stuff, yes, be careful of your phone. You will get the run by snatching, but you know what? You see that here in America. They'll snatch your phones. They'll steal your jewelry. You know, you're more likely to get robbed in where I am in America compared to, I would say, the Philippines. So just take that into a grain of salt. You know, if you're walking in a bad neighborhood in the Philippines, yes, be alert. If you're, you know, you're walking in a big tourist area, I would keep my guard still up, but you could definitely lower your guard, not as high as walking through a bad area. You know, I don't know what you would call it, but you know, over here, like, they would call it the slum or the ghettos. So just take that into account for. And guys, I'm just gonna call this short. I said it was gonna be a short video. So until I talk to you guys again, peace. Have a great day. Please like, subscribe, follow, share me with your friends. If you're interested in going to the Philippines, ask questions. I'm always there to give you guys some advice. Check out my wife's videos that she puts up for me because she's in the Philippines. And guys, until I see you all again, peace. Have a great day. Be safe. I'm out.